Hey people of VC, it's Andy, Cloudy Milder. It is the 3rd of September 2021 and it is Senjutsu Day. How exciting! Of course, Iron Maiden's 17th studio album came out today. I kind of feel like I'm late to the party already. My phone has been pinging all day with people uploading their thoughts and unboxing, and I want to get involved. I knew I would. So if this is the millionth one you've watched, then I hope you get something a little bit different out of it. I've unboxed already, so it's an unsealing rather than unboxing. But I have gone for the triple black vinyl and the 2 CD edition. I don't think it's deluxe or anything like that. I pre-ordered the vinyl pretty much the day it came out. I've been building up the excitement ever since. I love the artwork on it. Not sure which side more. The only thing, I love the Eddie. I would have liked some sort of background, some sort of Japanese themed background, but you know, minor gripes. That side's great in black alone. Absolutely fantastic Eddie. I love the May and Eddie as well, so I think they're coming back to form with some of the artwork on the albums. But a couple of days ago, I got sucked into getting the CD version as well. I was going to wait until it came down in price, but I thought it was a fairly good deal, and I saw some things on eBay to buy the new Overkill box set, and I got a little bit more money than I was expecting, so I had a little bit to burn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a first look at the CD and a first look at the LP. I have avoided everything to do with these releases over the past few months because I wanted it to be a surprise. I wanted to have that feeling of, you know, back in the day when you pick something up and you hadn't heard everything on it. Yes, I have heard the 2 singles that came out, The Writing on the Wall and Stratego, and I enjoyed them both. Are they the best Iron Maiden songs I've ever heard? No, but I wasn't expecting them to be. Certainly not the worst either. So I'm cracking open the CD now. I'm going to have a look inside that one first, and then have a look at the vinyl. So here we go. Cardboard digipack. It's a double CD. With a red Samurai Eddie and a blue background Samurai Eddie, and a fantastic killer pose in the middle. Now, I think there must be a book. There's a book. So I collect Maiden CDs and Maiden vinyl, but I particularly wanted the CD so I can make a lossless rip of it and carry it around listening to it on the road. So here's the booklet. We have how many songs? 10 songs. Lyric booklet, obviously. I'm not going to show every page because I know some people have already seen this, and some people are going to want to look at their own copies when they arrive if they haven't already. Any pictures of the band? Surely there must be. Nope, another Ninjutsu. Okay, so no pictures of the band, which is a little bit surprising. But okay, we all know what they look like. So yeah, that's the standard CD version. Now, if this is anything like the Book of Souls, I had that on CD first, and I struggled to get into it because the CDs were so long. It was only when I picked up the Book of Souls vinyl, the 3LP version of that I really kind of appreciated Book of Souls for what it was, and I think that's a fantastic album. And I think just the process of going through side by side, one side another, stopping, turning it over, go to the toilet in between or something like that, who knows, and I appreciated that one more. So I'm going to play the vinyl when I've opened it. Now, There were 3 variants of this available. There was 2, I think there were deluxe editions, silver, black, and red and black. Red and black was the one that, when I first saw them, I thought that's the one I think I'll go for, because I thought it would just go so well with the look of the album itself. But when I saw the price, I thought, forget that. Now, I don't mind if I really want. Generally, I would go for black vinyl, but if I really, really wanted a colour variant and it's a couple of pound more, I'm not going to quibble over a couple of pounds. When the last live album came out, the Live in Mexico, I did go for the tricolour vinyl, and I bought it off their website, and it was £5 more. And I kind of winced at that. But when I saw the differences, the hype sticker, when I saw the difference in price between the coloured variants for this and the black variants was up to £25, I just thought that is absolutely ridiculous. This one costs enough. There's the back and the front. This is going to be quite heavy to open out with the records in, so I'm going to remove the records one at a time and show those. But first of all, we'll show the artwork. There is the track listing on that inside cover, and now that is a gatefold. That is fantastic. Now I would have loved to have seen maybe this background here with this Eddie on the front. That to me would have been the perfect cover, but we've got it on the inside. It's just hidden away. Ah, wow, there's actually printing. Where's the camera going? Printing on the inside as well. They've got the same, and it goes all the way through. So actually on the inside there, where you'll never see, it's printed, and it's the same with the sort of the middle pocket sleeve as well. The printing continues through. That's interesting. Not quite sure I understand the point of that, but that's probably where a few extra pounds of my my money went towards in this printing, this pressing. Okay, I think I've probably got these in the wrong order now, but inner sleeves, not poly-lined, which is a shame because they're quite rough card in the middle as well. Okay, that's decent. No issues with that. Thankfully, fingers crossed the other two will be the same. This Samurai Eddie is absolutely killer. I love the Japanese themed artwork as well. And disc 2. All looking good so far. I had to wait a long time today. It was an Amazon pre-order, and Amazon give you the updates, and the update I got this morning was it would be delivered between 5:15 and 8:15 in the afternoon, and it eventually arrived at 6:30. And I was reading out every single update to my wife and some friends online as well. I'm sure I was just annoying the hell out of them with it's an hour away, it's 30 minutes away, it's 5 stops away, it's 4 stops away. And I went through the lot, but honestly I've been like a little kid today waiting for this. Absolutely superb. So that's a quick look at the vinyl and the CD. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go away and listen to the vinyl, and I'll let you know my thoughts on it as we go along. If you watched this far, thanks for watching. I hope you'll stay and listen to my first opinion. It will just be an opinion based on one listen through, so we'll see how that changes over the time. But while I watch it, I'll of course be enjoying a trooper and kicking back. So join me in a bit. So that's side 1 done. 3 tracks of the 10. So 1 side down, 3 tracks gone. So that's a sign of some much longer songs to come. Senjutsu, Stratego, The Writing on the Wall. Obviously, those last 2 are singles, and I have heard those ones before. Senjutsu, though, it's a great intro, good drumming intro. Certainly got me excited about what was to come with the song. I found the song really rousing. It's kind of mid-pace, slow to mid-pace, but still heavy, without being fast at all. Vocals did sound a little bit far away, but fantastic instrumental piece towards the end. Really good song. I can really see myself. I'm going to enjoy that one a lot more. Stratego, I enjoyed The Writing on the Wall more from the singles I've heard. So as I say, these 2 I have heard before. It's the second shortest song of the album, Stratego. Bit of an early Maiden mixed with a matter of life and death sound to it. Of the 3, it's my least favourite so far, but still a good song. The Writing on the Wall, though, is really growing on me. I know a lot of people didn't necessarily like thought the sound was just a bit experimental or very un-Maiden, but I'm all for Maiden trying these things now. It's the 17th album in. They're not going to do what they've done before. They've just never done that. They've always tried to do something a little bit different. And this one certainly is a bit different. And that chorus, though, I was singing my little heart out at the end, along with the chorus there. And if for people who think Bruce's voice is going, is nothing on mine at all. Mine was never there to start with, and it's a good job I wasn't recording that bit. Anyway, let's move on to side 2. Side 2, first listen. 2 songs on that one: Lost in a Lost World and Days of Future Past. Lost in a Lost World, even without reading the lyric sheet, you know it's a Steve Harris song. It's very long. I'm sure I heard a few recycled riffs on that one. Definitely Afraid to Shoot Strangers, which also happens to be a Steve Harris song as well. I think this is one a lot of old school Maiden fans will struggle with. First listen, it didn't really grab me that well. Lots of changes of pace, and definitely going to have to revisit that one. Days of Future Past, on the other hand, Smith and Dickinson, they're a great songwriting combination, if you ask me. 4 minutes, 4 seconds, that's a short song for Iron Maiden these days. This is definitely one for the old school Maiden fans. A little bit of a nod the hat to the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son era. Short, sharp, really catchy song. Great stuff. Move on to side 3. So that's side 3 in the bank. 2 songs on that one, and a tale of 2 opinions, really. The Time Machine, a Harris Gers song, probably my least favourite so far, and The Darkest Hour, probably one of my favourites so far. That was another Smith Dickinson. Time Machine, just a bit dreary first listen, I know, first impression. It's the filler of the album so far for me. Again, more recycled riffs. It has more of a Dance of Death feel. I think that's got Gers influence. It's kind of that in Dance of Death there was like the odd sort of almost like ditty type riff in there, and that's certainly prevalent in that one for me. But The Darkest Hour, that's a great modern Maiden song. I think this is the best I've heard Bruce's vocals so far. And as I said, one of my favourite songs on the album so far. And one of the things I was talking about before about consuming it on CD versus vinyl, The Darkest Hour ends, and the last few seconds or so, certainly long enough for you to wonder when it's going to end, it's just the sound of seagulls and the sea waves lapping against the shore. And unless that is the last track on CD1, and I've not looked at that, it's a long time to wait for the next track to start, but it's at the end of the record, so it's kind of fine with that, because I've got to get up and change it anyway, so there's going to be a break. More ramblings of a Maiden fan. Let's move on to side 4. So side 4 just gives us one song, The Death of the Celts. That clocks in at 10 minutes 25 seconds. It's another Steve Harris on his own song. And it seems he's got into this pattern of doing a slow verse or two before the whole thing kind of kicks off into what you'd recognise more as a Maiden song. Although this is probably, for me, so far the best one of his own songs. Kind of repetitive rhythm throughout, but some nice solos over the top. Nothing spectacular, nice solos over the top. But again, not the typical solos you maybe expect from Maiden as well. I mean, if you really want to listen to some old school Steve Harris these days, buy a British Lion LP. But I did get a little bit of a peace of mind vibe off this one in parts. So not a bad song. I enjoyed that one. But let's move on to side 5. Well, side 5, side D, Comeback Steve Harris, All Is Forgiven. One song on that side, the longest song on the album, 12 minutes 46 seconds. I was kind of dreading it a little bit, but wow, what a epic song. Atmospheric, immersive, one of the heaviest songs on the album. Bruce sounds really, really good, and if I'm not careful, this could well end up being one of my favourite songs on the album. I think there's a couple of stronger ones just now, but first listen and all that, really impressed with that one. The Parchment, great song. Right, let's move on to the last song, side 6. Right, so there we have it. I have listened to the new Iron Maiden album, 17th studio album, Senjutsu, all the way through for the first time. That last track on the final side was Hell on Earth, another long one, over 11 minutes long. 11 minutes 23 seconds to be precise. Another Steve Harris epic. Another song that takes a little while to get into. Although this time there's a slow intro and then it goes faster and then the lyrics come in. So there's no lyrics over the slower intro bit, which made me think what was the point of it being there in the first place. But the song itself has a very... it sounds like it was one that was maybe left over from the Book of Souls, and had that been the last track on Book of Souls instead of Empire of the Cloud, then I think that would have been a phenomenal album. So overall, I've really enjoyed listening to that. I think there are some songs from, bearing in mind first listen, that I don't particularly care for, some that I'm a bit on the fence over, and some that I think are really, really good. So definitely worth getting. I'm glad I've got it. I would have not got it, if you know what I mean. Just for a bit of fun, I'm going to finish off. I'm going to rank these 10 songs. Bearing in mind, I've only heard them once, so who knows, next week it may be different. But from a first listen through, my 10 down to 1 are worst to first. Number 10, The Time Machine. 9, Lost in a Lost World. 8, Death of the Celts. 7, Hell on Earth. 6, Stratego. 5, Senjutsu. Why do they have to come up with such a hard name to say? Senjutsu, number 5. Number 4, Writing on the Wall. Number 3, The Parchment. Number 2, Darkest Hour. And my favourite song from the first listen through is Days of Future Past. I've no idea how long this video is going to be until I put all the bits together. It's certainly not as long as the album is. But I would definitely recommend listening to it on vinyl, because that didn't seem like a long time at all, because it was broken up by 1 or 2 songs, up to 3 songs on each side, and definitely the way to listen to modern Maiden. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts as always, and I'll see you again in another video.